Now let me call it in. Dispatch, this is car 2-4. We have visual on unit 5-5. Looks abandoned, over.
Copy that, over.
Mother Christ! Shit, they're behind us! Forget it, just go! Now, now! Dispatch, this is car 2-4. We are over...
Car 2-4, what's going on out there?
Dispatch, this is car 2-4. We are... Get back up!
Make sure everything...
Question number 1. Is he going to acknowledge the fact that he's starting the video out at level 17? Well, yes, I am going to acknowledge the fact that I'm starting the video out at level 17, and like I told you in the last video, Division has a little special thing called power leveling. Now, I was in the process of making a power leveling video, but I was watching it, and the only gameplay I actually have of me starting my power leveling process is around level 13, 12 and a half. And we finish something for like 40,000 experience, and I go up half a level to level 14 or 14 and a half or whatever it was, and I'm like, alright, this is lame. So I stumbled across this gameplay that was a little bit further on, and I'm level 17, yes, which I do have. The way I record the Division is so sporadic, I don't even know what kind of videos to make for you guys. Let me know in the comments what you want to see. I'm just kind of throwing a gameplay video up right now of me in Times Square doing the power relay mission. Now the power relay mission is it's a side quest. You go over here and you take out a couple guys, and then you put a couple turn a couple switches on, and then you end up fighting this slew of enemies over here. And they all start out red gradually, and you see right there, that's the indicator if they're throwing a grenade at you. Move the hell out of the way. And as you see, I kind of just rolled myself around, and all those white bars that you see coming out of the ground out there, those are ammo, possible health packs, and also common weapons. Now you see what I just threw up there? That's my turret, and the Division has an awesome array of medical weapons, technical weapons, and security defenses. I guess medical's not really weapons either, but I use tech. I'm a tech guy. As you see, I'm using the turret. I also have another ability over there, and most recently, and I'll probably put that video up some other time, I have a third ability, which is like the master special ability for when you fully max out your when you don't really fully max out your tech to get it. I don't know what happens when you fully max out your things yet. I'm not really up to that level. For those of you who followed me on Twitter at Hayward, I do have the progress. I am level 24 now. I did upload a couple pictures up there, and we're fighting. See, that green bar that pops up now after I killed that guy is a green weapon. Like I was saying before, the white bars are common, could be common weapons, mainly ammo and health and grenades and such as that. And sometimes when you're fighting, there's a stash box, and the way the stash box appears is you see it on the main menu there, or the little I guess you want to call it Grand Theft Auto type mini map up there. It's possibly a stash box around me for ammo, but that's that little white box right there next to the yellow indicator indicating that's me, not the one blinking, but the one that's sitting right there with the fighting the enemies. It's a stash box. It'll give you ammo. These, you can't get health from it, you can't get grenades from it, but when you go to a safe house, you can replenish your grenades and all your health. I can hold 5, I want to call them stim packs, because that's pretty much what they look like when you're injecting yourself. I'm sure I use one here eventually during these guys. See, I picked up a couple of them, and this is a pretty beastly weapon here. It's a single shot rifle, and purple indicates the legendary status of it. There's also gold, and now they just added in a recent update light green, which is, I think it's specialized as purple, legendary is gold, and the light green, I'm not sure what it's called. And you can pretty much put the turret anywhere it can fold out and shoot these guys. And now we're starting to get into, these are still the red tier, but you did see a couple purple bars around there, and there was a gold bar out there. Now, even though these enemies I'm fighting, I'm level 17, yes, and these enemies are only level 12, the gold and purple have shields, and the shields, that's how many bars, the little bars they have clicked around their heads, that's how long their shield is. So you have to get every individual bar down, then attack their health, which they're usually as weak as these red guys once you get that shield bar away. Like, see, I killed him in 2 hits, he's done. 2-3 hits. Now there goes your first indication of a purple guy. Now, he's not as bad, but the gold guys are the beastly ones. Those are the gold, I call them gold tier enemies, pretty much just like Destiny. He's right there. Some of them, the ones that I'm fighting, I fight 2 of them with a name, right in this, right here. I don't know if both of those guys have a name, but one of them have a name above their head. And when you're fighting an enemy with a name above its head, I have learned that their defense is bossly. So is their attack. So when they shoot you, being that they're level 12, they're not going to kill me in 2 hits. But I was playing earlier, earlier in the game when I was like level 7, I was playing with a level 25, and even later in the game, he's level 30 now, and I'm level 24 now. But before, when I was a lower level playing with him, I would go out and pop my head out and get shot twice and die. And that's what I was talking about, the power leveling aspect in Division. You can go in with a level 25 or a level 30, and it brings the enemies 5 levels within the highest level character. So being that he's level 30, level 24 now, the enemies are going to be like level 28, which aren't going to be that bad. I can fight those. But when I was level 13, fighting level 22s, I was getting wrecked. I mean, I would pop my head out, and I'm dead. I just crawl around and get shot up. And that's why I said I was making that video earlier, and it just wasn't enough of a power level for me. Okay, so we only fight 1 guy with a name above his head, and then 1 regular gold guy. So the guy with the name above his head over there is boss. The guy with the gold is a sub-boss. And the guy with the purple is a mini sub-boss. So I guess the guy with the gold, okay, the guy with the name is a boss, the guy with the gold is a mini boss, and the guy with the purple is a sub boss, and then all the red guys are just the spawns of all these characters. And I eventually do run out of ammo on this purple weapon, and I will show customization for weapons in later videos. There's a lot you can do, well, not really a lot you can do with them, but you can pretty much, it's like a realistic gun. You could change the scope, you could change the clip, you could change the grip, you could change if it has a muzzle on it. And I do have a sidearm. I don't use the sidearm very often. I sometimes forget I have the sidearm, but it is sweet. I mean, if you go for, and there goes that little ball, it blows up once and then it blows up like 5 more times, and I can't wait to get upgrades for it. I still don't have any upgrades for it because I opted for the points that gave you the bigger reward, I guess. So I don't have the upgrades for the little stuff. But hopefully I can get that in the next. When you do all these missions, it'll show you get points for. It's like lightning bolt is your tech, a med symbol is your medical, and a shield is your shield. And the shield is pretty sweet. I don't use it personally. I don't really use the med personally either. Like I said, I'm a tech guy. I like the mini turret, I like the grenade. There's even a gun, sticky bomb grenade shooter. And you shoot it, and you can hit the guy with a sticky grenade anywhere. And you detonate it yourself by pressing the R1, and it explodes. But if you shoot it against if I shot it against that level 12 over there with the name, and he's pretty strong, if I don't detonate it fast enough, he'll rip it off his face and throw it at me. Or throw it off to the side, and it'll explode. So you gotta be worried about that. You shoot it and gotta detonate it really fast. There's also upgrades for it to where you can just shoot it and I think it just explodes on impact. It's kind of like a rocket launcher at that point. You do see that there's a lot of hiding. When you're by yourself in this game, as you see in the right corner there, Bryant OTC8, he's playing with me. We were doing the dark zone at this point in time, and they just kind of went AFK. He went AFK and his friend got off, so I went and did my own thing. And this video is also to pretty much show off how Division works gameplay wise. It's a completely online game, but you don't have to play. You're not playing against other players. You're completely online, but you're playing against NPC. So yes, you do need the PlayStation Plus. Yes, it does need to work. The servers need to work for you to be able to play the game. There's no single player at all, but it's a single player game because it's an MMO. It's like playing a co-op. That's the whole experience when you're playing with somebody else, is playing co-op. But like I said, it changes the enemy's levels within 5 levels of them. So if you're playing by yourself, and I'm pretty sure you could lock it off like Destiny was, to where you could have somebody not join your team if you didn't want them to. But if they join while you're in the middle of a battle, and say I'm fighting these level 12s and level 30 drops in, those guys will instantly jump up to like level 22, level 26, level 5 levels within him, so maybe level even 25. It's just like trolling you. Like, it happened to me. My first experience with co-op was, I was playing and I got into an area with the boss, and right before the boss came out, he jumped in and he's coming towards me, and I'm like, alright, cool, whatever. I told you to wait for a second, whatever. You want to come in the game? That's okay, cool. Let me finish my mission first. So he just drops in, sweet, whatever. And I don't notice that all the enemies all of a sudden had skulls above their heads. And so I'm fighting, and I'm like, why is everything getting so much harder? Like, holy crap. And he comes in and he's wrecking, and I'm getting whooped, and I'm still trying. I keep going down. And then after a while, I noticed skulls above their head, and I realized that all the enemies had jumped up, and I was like, oh, you fucker, you fucking troll. And he just trolled the hell out of my game. So be cautious of that. If you have a friend that is a higher level than you, and he decides to jump in on your game, watch out, because he may unintentionally troll the levels on the characters, so they will completely jump up and just wreck your life. And when you're playing with characters that are 5 to 6 levels higher than you, I'm telling you, it is like 1 or 2 shots dead. And I did want to talk about the scenery in this too. Now, we do love the scenery in Fallout, open world game, but I think The Division does it amazing. I've never been to New York personally, but from what I've heard, people said this is the exact accurate persona of what New York looks like. I think it looks awesome. There's billboards everywhere. There's moving animations everywhere, and obviously it's not like real billboards and real like advertisement like Pepsi and stuff, but it's indications of Pepsi and cola and movie theaters, and there's skyscrapers, and when you're running around out here, there's buildings to go in. You see where I'm fighting? I'm fighting literally in the middle of Times Square. Obviously there's no people around, but the people are sick. So as I progress and show you more of The Division, I might actually eventually go live. Like, it's hard for me to show videos because I don't know what to really capture on a game such as The Division MMO. I feel like a live indication to just kind of show you everything at once for like a half hour or so would be better. But let me know in the comments if you want to see something like that, what you actually want to see. If you want to see me go through customization, if you want to see me go through breaking stuff down. Like I said, I'm not level 30 yet, but once I get to level 30, I can use my gold fabrics and my gold weapon parts to make gold weapons. And then once we get to level 30, we can start doing daily missions. We can start doing the raid that they have out, which is really like a strike. It's not really a raid, but it's called the Incursion. Be able to do stuff like that. For now, I'm leveling. I'm not really power leveling anymore, because every time I get on here, none of my friends are on. Like, I play with like 15 different people. None of them are on, so, which is cool because I like being able to do stuff by myself and be able to go practice stuff by myself before I get in a group to where I have to play with 4 people. And the Division does it amazingly. You can walk up to any mission and there'll be a little mission thing, and it'll tell you, ask you, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if you've had to complete it first, or if it gives you the option of being able to play with other people, but pretty much every mission gives you the option of playing co-op with other people, set the difficulty level. And like I said, I don't know if you had to beat it first or what, but I think that's awesome. You don't have to go online and try to track people down and try to meet people. You can just go on here, play with them. And the Dark Zone, I will show a Dark Zone video. I had a great experience in the Dark Zone. I went in and I was getting whooped. I had no idea what was going on. I didn't know you had to be the same level to be able to go in with your friends, but I went in and everybody was talking about people go rogue, people try to kill you, people try to steal all your stuff. I went in, group of like 6 people walked over, helped me take out all these enemies. It was awesome. We killed them all. So don't really listen to other people, what they say. Kind of jump in and do it yourself. Hopefully you guys watched the whole Division video to the end. You seen how crazy it was fighting that guy with the name, how eventually I had to just use skills, and I couldn't really use any bullets because every time I popped up, he would kill me because I didn't have any health left, and there's all kinds of stuff to grab. That's 3 things in one. It's blue. I always say it's purple because I didn't see that the color of purple before and then now I know that the purple is like a distinct purple color. So if you catch a video of me saying, oh, that's a purple item, it's blue. This is it for this Division video. I'm gonna leave you a little clap. It makes him look like he misses his cue, and I was gonna cut it out, but I decided to put it in because he claps. Then he walks down, claps again, and the eagle goes over his head. So that's it for today's video. Like, subscribe, share. Peace.
CCTV footage shows what happened to at least some of our colleagues in the first wave. Makes me more determined than ever.
Mark my words, this ain't the whole story.